You know, we love highlighting local authors on the bridge. And of course, if you love mysteries, you're going to love our next local author. He is Alan Chaput. Of course, he wrote Savannah Sleuth, and we're so happy to have him with us today. Hi, Alan. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you, Natalie.
So, Savannah Sleuth, I mean, this is your work, and you've been working on this a while.
Yes, quite a while I have, yes.
So let's talk about Savannah Sleuth. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Savannah Sleuth is the story of Patricia Falcon, who starts off the book with her and three of her friends rescuing abused women. And her mother dies. Mom's money is missing. So is her accountant. And from that point, Patricia decides to look into her mother's murder.
Now, Alan, you are a local author, but you didn't start off writing. I mean, this is something that you've done later in your years.
Yeah, I started writing in retirement.
In retirement, and now it's become a full-time job.
It is a full-time job, and one that I very much enjoy.
And of course, Savannah Sleuth is not the only book that you're working on right now.
No, actually, it's the first book in the series. The second book will be out the end of March. The third book will be out in October. The fourth book will be out next year.
So I love what's on the cover, Vigilantes for Justice. I love that. So how did you get the idea for Savannah Sleuth?
That's a very interesting question, and it involves a bit of a story. I actually have written my books backwards. I wrote the previous books before I wrote this book.
Isn't that how we do so many things, though? Especially here in the South and here in Savannah?
So I wrote this book out of curiosity. I had actually written a book about Patricia's daughter, Haley, who's away at college. And I got wondering, well, what's Haley's mother like? And as a result, I said, well, Patricia is this, Patricia is that. And then I needed to figure out some sort of a crime. And what better crime than the death of your mother to look into, suspicious death of your mother to look into.
Right.
And from that point, one thing led to another.
So why mystery? And of course now we go a little further than that, because this is not just a mystery book. I mean, you call it a cozy mystery. Yes. So can you talk about that?
I always wondered why I would write suspense books or mystery books. And as I looked at that, I've always been intrigued with puzzles. As a child, I would make puzzles and create puzzles. When I decided what I wanted to do for a living, it was chemistry, but I wanted to go into the research side of chemistry, which is discovering things and looking into things. When I first started writing, I started writing romance. That didn't quite do it for me, so I decided to write romantic suspense. I liked the suspense part more than the romance part, and that led me into mysteries.
So, Alan, if someone is interested in finding Savannah Sleuth, what do they need to do? How can we find it?
Well, if you're interested in the paperback, which we have right here, you can order that online from Amazon or Barnes & Noble online. Or you can go to a Barnes & Noble store, Books A Million, and they can order it for you and bring it in. And if you happen to read ebooks, you can get a free copy of Savannah Sleuth in the electronic form at www.freesavannahnovel.com. If you like a mystery that you're not likely to figure out, and most of us who read mysteries prefer not to know the ending, virtually everyone who's read the book that I've talked to has not figured out who the bad person is.
I love that. I love it. And you know what, Alan, you have certainly intrigued me, and I will definitely be picking up my copy of Savannah Sleuth.
Well, thank you.
Thanks so much, Alan. It's always great to see you.
Bless you.